Family of slain Tshegofatso Pule has been left shocked by today's revelations in the Roodepoort Magistrate's Court. The man accused of masterminding Pule's murder was in court again today, reapplying for bail. The matter has now been postponed to Monday for more arguments. Ntutuko Shoba insists that he's innocent. My colleague, that's reporter Slindelo Masigane, is following that story for us, joining us now on the Midday View. Good afternoon, Slindelo. Can you take us through what happened in court this morning?
Sure, what a morning in the Roodepoort Magistrate's Court today, Bradan. I must say, quite shocking revelations that have come through, mainly due to cell phone records and tracker information that's been obtained by the state to strengthen their case. We know that Ntuthuko Shoba is denying that he is the mastermind behind the death of Tshegofatso Pule, but cell phone records certainly say otherwise. Now, during his appearance in March, he brought forward new information claiming that the killer, the hitman, Muzgayise Malepane, was the one who was in a relationship with Pule and was the one who wanted her dead. And that's because he was questioning whether he had fathered her baby. And he says that he obtained this information from another cellmate who happened to also be detained with Malepane at the same time during his time at the Krugersdorp prison. So in this new information that he's brought forward to the court to reapply for bail, he's saying that one, Malepane was the one in the relationship with Pule, is the one who wanted her death, and that he's got a business to run, and that the business is suffering, and that in fact he was under the impression that he was the father of the child and was actually excited to have this baby. But cell phone records actually show otherwise. These cell phone records, Bradan, show that Malepane, rather Shoba, was very difficult, in fact, to get a hold of. Pule would on numerous occasions be writing WhatsApp messages, basically begging him to be part of this journey, be part of this baby's life. And what was also revealed, Bradan, was that, in fact, Pule had been previously pregnant with Shoba's baby and had actually aborted that child, and seemingly due to pressure from Shoba. It also, these cell phone records also revealed, Bradan, that on the day of her murder, that Shoba and Malepane were in contact at least 23 times, 11 times before Pule arrived at Shoba's place, and at least 8 times while she was there. The last communication between Malepane and Shoba was actually seconds before he arrived.
So the family's response, what have they said?
You can imagine they feel quite heartbroken, Bradan, saying today that all of this information is quite new to them. I mean, these are new revelations that have been brought forward, and they are only being brought forward due to the fact that Shoba insisted on bringing this new information, which then, of course, forced the state to show exactly what kind of evidence they have against Shoba, who was alleging that the state is only relying on the plea affidavit that was written by the hitman to the state. So today, what the family was saying is that they had absolutely no idea that Pule had been pregnant before, and just the kind of trauma that she was going through throughout her pregnancy, trying to get Shoba involved. Let's take a listen.
As a family, it pains us to realize that the very same guy has actually cost us 3 lives in the family. There's the child who was aborted by Tshegofatso. We didn't even know that she was pregnant before. And then at the time of her murder, she was pregnant. So we're looking at a person who just didn't want and appreciate any life.
Well, Slindelo, with all what's been revealed in court today, one would wonder if the case, the state believes it's got a strong case or not.
The state has certainly maintained, Bradan, that they believe they have a very strong case against Shoba. And in fact, like I said, when Shoba decided to reapply for bail, he was actually warned by the state prosecutor that he has a right to remain silent, that he does not have to reveal his defense during these bail proceedings. But Shoba decided to do otherwise, which basically forced the state's hand to reveal some of those cell phone records, as well as the WhatsApp messages between Shoba and Pule that actually revealed a lot into the kind of relationship she had with Shoba, and the desperate pleas that she would be writing to him to say, please, I want you to be involved, I need to go to the doctor, please pay for my appointment. And it just seemed as though this was continuing for a long period of time, and the state is certainly, as well as the family, quite confident that they have a very strong case. Let's take a listen to Tshegofatso Pule's uncle once more.
I've never doubted the strength of the state's case. Even from the first time when the bail on new facts was brought, I did say that it was a joke. But what transpired today, it's a shocker for all of us.
Slindile, just to confirm, so the case will resume on Monday?
The case resumes on Monday, Bradan. It has been postponed so that there may be heads of arguments that are placed before the court. Once that is done, we will then hear when exactly the magistrate will decide on the bail ruling once more.
Thank you very much, Slindile Masigane, at the Roodepoort Magistrates Court in